Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aimee, and I'm here today to speak to you guys about hate crimes. Now, who here thinks they know what a hate crime is?
A crime based on race or religion.
Okay.
When a white person hits a colored person.
Okay, those are both good and somewhat correct answers. Now, one more question. Who do you guys think is affected by hate crimes? You guys can just go.
Obama.
Okay, so of all of those different answers, I heard everyone, and that's actually correct. Anyone and everyone can be and are affected by hate crimes. Now, according to uslegal.com, a hate crime is usually defined by state law as one that involves threats, harassment, or physical abuse motivated by prejudice against race, color, ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, even people with disabilities. As recorded in the year 2008 by FBI.gov, more than half the reported hate crimes were victimized due to their race, about 18% due to their religious belief, about 17% because of their sexual orientation, about 13% because of their ethnicity/national origin, and about 10% were victimized because they had a disability. Now, okay, stay with me here because I'm going to break it down even more. Now, of those racially victimized, almost 73% are African American. Of those religiously victimized, 66% were targeted because of their Jewish religion. Out of the 1,700 victimized because of their sexual orientation, about 58% of those people were against male homosexuals. About 65% were of Hispanic in origin, and finally, of the disabled victims, about 75% were mentally disabled. Now, those are just the categories of people that are victimized. I haven't even begun on what people can actually do. Now, aside from the things that you hear and see about like rape or graffiti, there are other things such as simple assault and aggravated assault. Now, if you don't know what that is, simple assault is basically an assault where you're not inflicted upon with any serious weapon such as a gun or like a kind of blunt object. And aggravated assault is pretty much what you guessed is the complete opposite, where you've been attacked because of your race, sexual orientation, or anything like that, with any kind of blunt object like a gun, a bat, or anything like that. Now, okay, a good majority of these offenses are property damages, such as destruction or vandalism against crimes due to property consisting of robbery, burglary, or larceny. These hate crimes are also known as bias crimes. They're getting worse every day because of inventions such as the internet or text messaging, making it way easier and way faster for us to spread these hate crimes, or also known as bias crimes. Extremists can take their thoughts and opinions to internet forums nowadays to promote their bigoted ideologies. Now, before they could stand on a street corner, try to hand out pamphlets and shout their ideologies, but that was you can easily avoid those. A mother could easily pull their child across and completely ignore them. Now, today with the internet, we have people that are allowed to access millions of people, especially the impressionable youth of today. With social networking sites such as Facebook or MySpace, the ability to spread word of these hateful thoughts is so much easier and so much faster. And we all commonly know this as cyberbullying. What also comes along with cyberbullying is not only the effect that the victim takes, but also the effect that it takes on the victim's family members, their friends, their loved ones, everyone that surrounds them. Just recently in April, in Fort Bend County, there was a Facebook page called the Whimsical Girls of Fort Bend. That consisted of a list of girls that went to Clements, Elkins, and Dulles high schools and categorized them with a naughty list of all the girls. Now, it's unknown who actually created this Facebook page, but parents are calling in to the principals of these schools asking for the expulsion of this kid, but no one knows who created it. Now, one of the girls that went to one of these high schools is listed on this page, and she was freaking out because she didn't want her parents to see that she was on this list. She didn't want her coaches and all the people that she knew to see and think that that's how she truly acted. Now, since people knew that this was a fake page and it wasn't exactly accurate, it still affected the girls into thinking that people would see this and think that's how they were actually naughty. Now, this is another example of how hate crimes can actually affect not just the victims, but the victims' parents, their loved ones, and everyone around them. Now that we've discussed what a hate crime is and the problems that it can actually lead up to, I'm leaving it up to you guys to get involved and decide on what you plan to do about this issue. There are a myriad amount of organizations around us, such as Hate Watch, for example, which was a Harvard University library database, but it evolved into a web base specifically for monitoring online bigotry. Another great example is the Museum of Tolerance. The Museum of Tolerance, as we know, is targeted toward the Holocaust, which is a huge hate crime that everyone knows about. Now, I'm challenging all of you today to go online, search up any kind of anti-hate crime organization, or even plan a Museum of Tolerance date with your friends. It is up to you to decide what you want to do about this social issue.